Are you not from the Summerville, South Carolina area and wondering about the likelihood that you will see snakes moving here? I know from being up north in Ohio, I never saw many snakes, so it was a big change for me, and I was very fearful of snakes, which I still am. But in this video, I'm going to go over the snakes I've seen in the past 8 years living here. And I do love to go on the trails, love walking, running, riding my bike, going down near the water. So it's not as if I do not go out where they live. Of course, I avoid them. But I wanted to make this video, especially for northerners or out-of-state clients who may be interested in how common it is to see snakes and how they have reacted when I've seen them. So I hope you enjoy. My name is JenniferKosman. I am a realtor in the Summerville, South Carolina, near Charleston, South Carolina area. And my boss, Franco, my pug, is not with me, which I should have brought him. But so I go over different kinds of snakes in this video. And if you have any real estate needs that I can help with, please feel free to reach out. Hope you enjoy and stay tuned until the end. And I will go over the scariest snake I have seen in Summerville, South Carolina. Last summer, my husband and I were walking on this trail, and out of nowhere, a snake fell from the trees above onto my husband's shoulders. It fell down off his shoulder and onto the ground and slithered away. It wasn't a huge snake, but it definitely made me aware to look up, as some snakes do like to hang out in the trees. So if you're on a trail like this one, just be aware not only where you're stepping, but also what could be above you. So this is another location where I did see a large black snake. I think it most likely was a cottonmouth, since those kind of snakes are known to love water. So it was just swimming in the water. And it was a little scary, but it was far enough out. I didn't think it was gonna come in towards me. But also be aware, there is a crazy bird down south called a bird snake. And their heads actually look like a snake because their bodies are down in the water when they're swimming. And the pattern they make when they're swimming is how snakes swim. But then when they come up out of the water, you'll see that they have wings, and they'll actually put their wings out in the sun to dry them. So just another fun fact, it's a cool bird here in Summerville, South Carolina. So I would like to go over some general info about snakes in South Carolina. And this information is from Reptile Guide / South Carolina Snakes. I will post it so you know these are facts from that website. So snakes are actually shy. Many times they're harmless, and they're more afraid of us than we are of them. So even if you're super scared, they're super scared too. They don't want to mess with you. They view us as predators. So in most instances, they are not going to want to come after us. They want to be left alone. And they actually play a vital role in South Carolina's ecosystem. They do help control the rodent population. And there even is one kind of snake, some kind of black snake, that actually, it's non-venomous, and it actually likes to eat and kill venomous snakes. So I need to find out which one that is, but that's the kind of snake you do want in your yard because it's going to protect you in your yard from venomous snakes. So the best way is to give them space and treat them with respect if you do see a snake. If a harmless snake bites you, you simply wash the area with warm, soapy water, and you watch out for signs of infection. You want to stay calm if a venomous snake bites you. You want to stay as still as possible. You want to keep the bite below heart level. Call 911 or the South Carolina Poison Control. If possible, this is a tough one, mentally note or photograph the snake's physical appearance so that you're able to tell the emergency personnel or at the hospital so they can help identify if it was a poisonous, venomous snake or not. You want to have someone drive you immediately to the nearest emergency room or wait for an ambulance. So South Carolina reports 150 to 300 snake envenomations per year, but very few of those have led to death. So there are actually 38 species of snakes in South Carolina, and only 6 of those are venomous. Most of the snake bites that do occur, they result from someone messing with a snake, teasing it, or trying to catch it. So some things to be aware of if you do see a snake, and if it bites you especially, you want to look at the scales, the length, the pupil shape. Is it round or elliptical? The body shape, color and pattern, and any unique characteristics that you can see on the snake. So some general information, and of course you can do your research as well, so you can be informed about the snakes that live here in the Summerville, South Carolina area. This is the area where I saw the copperhead. I was riding my bike just like I am now. And of course on your bike, you can only look so far ahead because you're going faster than if you're walking. And I came up right around this corner, and this is near a lake. And I saw a huge, I think it was a cottonmouth. It was a huge black snake crossing the trail, going into the water. It was really fast. It was really big. I'm not good at estimating how large, but it was a good size. Went right down into the water. And then another time I was riding my bike on the trail, and I actually saw a copperhead camouflage so well. It was all the way across the trail, and it just sat there. So I luckily was able to swerve around it. But I know that copperheads, I've read that they can bite very quickly without warning. So you want to be careful. Even though they're not always huge, they can attack you very quickly. Another important aspect of being safe on trails or in wooded areas near water is to watch where you're walking. When I did see the copperhead snake, because they're brown and tan, they camouflage very well in the leaves and the dirt. So they can pop out and you can almost step on them and not even see them. So be aware of where you're walking. Try to stay on the trail if possible. And if you can carry a stick with you in case you come across one and it attacks you, if you can wear boots or at least pants, that is another added guard to be safe in the woods. So the scariest snake I have ever heard about, I actually did not see it, but I was at the vet with my dog, and I was talking to a lady. I had just moved here, it had only been a few months, and she was telling me about a large black snake that actually rose up, and it was right in her yard. She lived in a development, she had a fenced-in yard, and it rose up and it chased her into her house. So that really freaked me out. I'm not sure what kind it was. I'm guessing it might have been a cottonmouth, since those are known to be more aggressive. So if you do happen to see a large black snake, you probably want to slowly move away and not mess with it. So I wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video on snakes and my experience snakes here in Summerville, South Carolina. I hope it helps you to be less fearful, to know that they don't want to bother you. And I'm on these trails every day, sometimes several times a day, and I've only seen less than 10 snakes in the 8 years that I've lived here. So they don't want to bother you, just like we don't want to bother them. My name is JenniferKosman. I am a realtor. If you have any real estate needs, you're looking into buying or selling in the Summerville, South Carolina area or in Charleston, please reach out. Feel free to call, text, or email. Hope this was helpful. Thank you so much.